Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. Fell in some hard times in that last episode. It's important, of course, that we don't tilt. You just get back on the horse, in the saddle, whatever that saying is. And I think we're going to do that by just going and walloping our next boss, the Alluring Siren. These guys should be able to get it done without too much trouble. I believe we've got plenty of things equipped. We've got skills. We've got, we've got trinkets. A little bit low in cash, not going to lie, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. The decent enough healer. Some people were yelling at me about taking too much food recently, and I think we'll see if maybe that doesn't help out with inventory management woes. Also, bandages only really matter if we run into an Ucka, of course. We're also bringing an occultist with us, so maybe our own healing might benefit from it. Grab 2 of those, and then I don't think we can afford the holy water right now. Like 4 torches. So that's like a 4,000 gold expedition. Alright, we'll see how that works out.
In financial desperation, I struck a bargain with the ancient things that surfaced in search of sacrifice when the moon was right. Their price was the delivery of an obscure idol, and one other item of more troubling portent. The pact struck. My newfound accomplices slipped silently beneath the brackish water. A fearful stirring at the edge of the torchlight betrayed a familiar witness, and gifted me with malign inspiration.
Oh yeah, like you were going to have problems coming up with something to sacrifice to them on your own.
I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
Oh, this is awful. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 2 locations that are equidistant apart. Boss could be in either one. That doesn't really bode well for a start. But we're going to head this way. There's a flip of the coin, really. The last episode's failure is kind of interesting in that that was the first episode I recorded after like a week-long break from playing any game. And, if all you watch is Darkest Dungeon, that's fine. But you will certainly have missed out on basically everything that I was playing kind of kicking my ass at the time. I actually don't have any need to remove a negative trait there, so I'll just skip over that and we'll instead disarm there. Awesome. Obviously, I had a bit of rust and dust to sort of kick off, but man, it was a rough weekend back. Let me just leave it at that. If this turns out to not be the correct path, I think the biggest challenge we're going to face is actually one of Torchlight. Yeah, that didn't do much for us at all. Healed us for 4 HP. We did not need that even a tiny bit. So I may try to keep...
Glorious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Dodge and speed on the leper aren't exactly his most important traits. Dump stats, if ever there were one. Where ones? Like when you change into a 1 on the full moon. So maybe I would, I'd be better served here by kind of letting the light dwindle just a bit. I'm actually going to grab you right away and just let you get massacred up in front. With something like that.
Give them no quarter.
So yeah, I'm thinking we might let our torchlight kind of dwindle here camp here to get it all the way back up. And then we'd have at least 2 torches to make our way the entire other direction. That sounds horrible, right? Like,
obliterated.
That's not so bad. Hopefully that does not turn out to be necessary. Like, that would be wonderful. Might as well take the kill.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
If you're just gonna hand it to me, I might as well take it. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're camping here, which is awfully early. Of course, it is a coin flip. If we won the coin flip, this is going to be very easy. We're going to have a very, very short path to our boss fight.
Singular strike.
And we're not going to have characters worn down very much at all. A little bit of stress there on Baldwin, but otherwise, no big deal. Tell you what, let's try to stun you. Kill these 2 guys. Oh, come on. I said kill these 2 guys. Oh, come on. That's awful. I managed to get none of them dead before they could act. Hate surprise, man. Hate surprise. So they're going to take 1, 2, and... Hey, we actually got to act again. Okay. But maybe not the worst thing in the world. I'm a terrible person. Okay. My thought was, if I left him at 3, something like Alhazred's weakening curse might be able to kill him.
Their formation is broken.
Instead, we'll have to do that.
Maintain the offensive.
And soak up some serious damage as a result. Alright. Kill you.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And lead Baldwin in a really terrible place to do any damage on his own. Of course he's bleeding. Why wouldn't he be? And apparently I'm wrong. I guess the Ukkas aren't a problem, but the Outlaw Bloodletter can do damage, or do they start showing up at level 3 and I'm just confusing that? That's entirely a possibility. Tell you what. I could purge and just get rid of the corpses, but I can do the same thing here. Do 6 damage to him in the process. And, you know, not waste the damage buff on Baldwin. The damage buff opportunity on Baldwin, I suppose. Another stun. I'll take it. And 29. Alright. He should easily die this turn. Is your... No. Just heals HP. Let's, you know, heal him for 2, inflict 6 points worth of bleed damage on him. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Why would you ever think I was lying about that? Would I lie to you? Come on now, guys. Alright, we'll bandage, we'll heal. Thank you. That's at least something. Of course, occultists and lepers probably aren't the greatest combination, right, guys? And then this turn, we're probably going to kill him, what, with his 80% stun resist. I don't see that working. Probably should have just hit him. Lesson for later, eh, Tardif? 9 damage. Ooh. Not a huge fan.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
That'll certainly work, though. Not a bad reward,
Be
either.
wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Have to toss some jade, huh? I'll tell you what. We are in a position where we could use up this food. Get an additional spot there. Oh, that's actually marvelous. Not our boss fight. Alright. Back the way we have come. And besides Tardif bleeding out a bit, that scout was actually very helpful. No telling how much of a lifesaver it might ultimately be, knowing that we're going to be able to save our campfire until actually just before the boss instead of erroneously right before the boss. That's going to be huge here. We've still got the 2 torches. Torchlight is probably going to be a bit of a problem. What I'm thinking is, if we could get a good scout on here, that would be awesome. But if not, we're looking at like 4, 3, 2, 1. I could feel pretty good about camping in that room, and probably still having the buffs from the camp. Jesus, the buffs from the camp that last 4 combats still apply. I swear, by the way, that it's got to be selection bias, but so many times it feels like eating.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
That eating reminds the game that it has a food mechanic. Like, you can go all dungeon long, walking around, it's no big deal. Oh, God. There are ukkas, and I'm out of bandages. Okay. This is not particularly good for us, but we'll see what we can do. Okay. First things first. First things first, murder you. I'm gonna go with that. You can hit him, so we'll let you deal with stuns. Oh, resisted. Really? Wow. I'm very, very surprised. Thankfully, we resisted the arterial pinch. Yeah, like so many times though, I feel like I have 1 HP. I left him with 1 HP. I feel like
The onslaught. Destroy them all.
I feel like I have eaten in order to restore health, only to immediately find myself blowing through like an entire stack of food off of hunger events. I don't know what it is about that, but that has literally always been my perception of events.
Devastating blow.
I'm not even sure how much damage
Precision and power.
is really his most dangerous trait. It almost feels like his arterial pinch and the 30 damage that it will ultimately end up doing is my greatest concern here. I did 3 to 7? Ugh. I mean, there's no reason not to do it, I suppose. Let's go with the mark. Take off a little bit of his protection, and then just hope that we can do 5 more damage. Thank you.
Champion falls.
Alright. That turned out to be not so bad.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Let's toss him. We've got plenty of deeds. It might be more valuable than Jade. You never know. Okay, that was actually probably the easiest Akka fight you could possibly hope for, considering his impact on the fight was 1 attack that did 0 damage and had its bleed status resisted. Bring down a little bit of damage there, not too bad. And then
Destroyed.
alright, I guess the stun was probably unnecessary after we then killed him in a single blow. Really? We're marked. You don't want to maybe attack the marked guy? Nobody? No takers, huh? Alright, fine then. You just be that way. Barnacle barrier yourself. Spear fishing. Ow. And move. Maybe even worse. Okay. It's quite a lot of HP to have suffered in a single turn. So little I can do from back here. Say what? Mark. Hit for 11, that's not bad. Hit for 4, that's pretty bad.
Ringing ears.
Jeez.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Yeah, that worked. Oh, that wasn't as good. Okay, say what? Move. Hit. 7. Okay, I can actually pretty much deal with that. Now, I think we can kill him this turn. We probably should have focused on the Pelagic Widemouth a little bit sooner. But, unfortunately we've got quite a few characters that don't hit back there very well. Nice. Now... well, we stunned him. And he was kind enough to move forward at least one slot. Okay. Another heal. 11's looking a lot better than the previous 6. We'll just go for the Purge. Not the sequel to the film that is coming out soon. Just the regular Purge. That is a skill in Darkest Dungeon. Alright, with you almost dead, let's see if we can get one more heal on the cheap. 5, you're down 8. Probably make the most sense on you. A little risky. No. I really needed Barristan to go last.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Let's go with that. No, let's go with that. And you can use it. Why not? And then a figurehead. Inspired. Yes, that's what I thought it did. Okay. Everybody's stress looking pretty good, truth be told. We are still low on light. I wouldn't say no to just like finding a I guess we're not really going to need medicinal herbs. Not if we're not looking to remove negative quirks. Could really stand to just find like a torch in the hallway. That would be a fairly reassuring.
Imaginations spring to life with a singular purpose.
A fairly reassuring curio would just make me feel a lot better. Okay, well, quiet walk there. Also, all these shovels have proven completely worthless.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
I know there are chests in the cove that need them. We're just not encountering any of those chests, huh? Also, we just used up the last of our food, eh? What does that mean? I think it means we honestly don't camp.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Right? I mean, camping would just inflict damage and stress on us. The buffs are nice, but do they matter that much? I don't think they do. Nice dodge. Okay. Oh, come on. Ugh. Actually, Purge just says 2 to 3, huh? Massive overkill. Alright. And 7 to 15. Not bad. Stress wave. Okay, I can deal with it. Not camping does mean that we're going to walk into this fight on very low torchlight. And that might be cause for concern. I can see that being a thing that worries us a little bit. I am now interested in stalling this fight for a turn or so. At least long enough that everybody gets a round of healing. Stress wave's not the worst thing that could have happened. Alright, let's heal here. 15, good. Back to max HP. Oh, that was quite fortuitous. Alright, who needs campfires? Am I right? Yeah, okay. With the health situation taken care of, I think we can just focus on murderizing this guy. Finish him. Thank you. We didn't just get 2 food. Just 8, 8, 4, 2, 0? Am I remembering that right? Just 2 food. 2 food is enough. It's enough for us to not heal, but not take damage. That sounds correct. I believe so. That with 2 food, we could at least apply some of our buffs. Stressful incantation. That is actually starting to look kind of bad. And it would let us get, 3 light up to 100. 15% damage, huh? It's gonna displace him for me to do this, but I've got so few other options. Of course. A healing sea breeze. There we go. Thank you. And 4 to 7, it's not really worth it. 7 to 12. Can't quite get the job done. It's fine. That's fine. Uh, 40% sun resist. 129 base. Let's just do the damage, right? Yeah, I think we were right. Okay. Marked. Reposting. Stress waves. That is looking real harsh. Not gonna lie. Mark you. Good. Then we kill you. Also good. Then we murderize you. Repeatedly. Doing such little damage while his protection is buffed there.
Days,
Oh.
reeling, about to break.
Oh, that stung. That stung a lot. Let's try passing out a heal. Heal for 3. At least he didn't inflict any additional bleed. That's certainly something. Alright, pulling that protection down for everybody else in the party at least. Left him with just 4. Oh man. Do you only know how to crit? Hopeless.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
A little hope? I mean, like a tiny amount of hope? That's all I'm really asking for.
Well struck.
That's something. So uncivilized.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
taking that over shovels. I don't need no stinking shovels. I actually don't need any stinking keys is what I don't need. We'll toss the rest and make camp for the night.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Why? Stupid, hopeless, refusing to eat man. Okay. Don't need the scouting chance. Don't need the big enemies. Crit and accuracy is not bad. However, I would say there's a really good chance that you're just going to be freaking out throughout most of the fight, as you are now hopeless. So let's like dodge and crit everyone. Damage and crit and a lifetime of practice, huh? And that leaves us with one. Probably not worth doing. Yeah. Now, if...
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
If we just don't get ambushed in the night, which we didn't, we then, of course, immediately have, one, an opportunity to use a shovel, now that we've thrown them away, and two, we walk headlong into a trap. We also just got an opportunity to have used one of the medicinal herbs had we hung on to them. Let's go ahead and get Barristan here. Let's actually go ahead and get Barristan here. That'll give him an additional turn of being able to stun. There's really no prep work for us to be doing, so we'll just get to it.
The aquatic devils have remade the poor girl in their image. She is their queen and their slave.
Song of Desire. Good dodge, though. Alright, do we really want to pull negative damage on her? I mean, it's fine, I guess. Alright, Tide. Okay. And I'm thinking we go ahead and mark. The protection's not really an issue, but the mark damage buff will be. We don't get the stun there. Kind of disappointed. Alright, resisted that at least. Start lining up damage. Got 200 HP to chew through here. As long as Tardif wants to keep dodging, and Barristan wants to keep resisting, then I think the Song of Desire is not an issue for us. That barnacle barrier is a bit annoying, though. I'm assuming the fact that we have the mark on her doesn't do anything to our damage to him. So we'll just get out the stun. That wasn't a dodge. No, it wasn't a dodge at all. Alright. Not the worst thing that could have happened. No, not the worst thing at all. Hit for 4 to 7, or I can actually use revenge in this situation. I will live forever here. Maybe. Ow. That stung quite a bit, actually. Down to 92, though. Oh, come on. Devour. Ugh. And the bleed, of course. We're working her down, though. I would imagine there's probably a barnacle barrier in our near future. And Tardif's really not the worst person to have been pulled out. Granted, he does a lot of damage to us, but at the same time, the tides, they took me. But at the same time, with him being hopeless, there's also the chance that he would have just been kind of useless on our side. I don't love that, though. Alright. 70. Good dodges. Oh, I can't hit there. That's something. 57. I really just need... Oh, that's not so good. I really just need everyone to come back to my side, and then... like, one turn of us all attacking her while she's not in the back here. Yeah. Worst things have happened. And she actually has fairly terrible move resistance. Oh, that's great. I'm A-okay. Yeah, that's actually an interesting thought. Like, enemies don't riposte.
Set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
And you might think, well, of course they don't. You as the human AI could just avoid that. But wouldn't that pose kind of an interesting, really resisted the move? 45% move resist, and I've got... That's how I don't even... Okay, fine. She resisted the move. Not loving it. It would present some, like... How he keeps the riposte buff whenever he comes back. That's actually awesome. Yeah, let's get you up here again. It would pose some interesting dilemmas, right? Like if they had a really defensive enemy with maybe like a lot of protection and not very strong attacks. I could see... This could do it. Not quite. I could see something like riposte causing you to have to make some interesting decisions there. Stun? Do get the stun. She should die before doing anything to us then.
Hideous matriarch, vile queen of the aquatic depths. She has no place in the sane world.
Then it's just a matter of eliminating her now obsolete bodyguard. Shouldn't have too much trouble. Of course, he does have a stupid amount of protection. 10, gets him down to 8. There we go. We hold as one, we strike as one.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Not the worst things in the world. I think we probably got better already, though. And no sign of secret chambers, so I think it's about time we skedaddled. How are we doing on rewards? I didn't feel super good about the amount of money we took back there. The Sapphire and Ruby certainly helped to offset some less than stellar inventory management, but certainly we were not hurting for crests. I didn't even notice that I was grabbing 48 crests. Okay, we're good on crests for 50, 60 crests. We're good on crests for a while. I got it. All right. Levels up. Level 5 for everybody. Tough is actually pretty decent on a big, strong, tanky man like Baldwin. Eldritch Slayer replacing Mankind Hater is half a dozen of one, 6 of the other, right? We will want to get rid of that disease, though. And what town event awaits us?
We dug for months, years, an eternity. And we were rewarded with madness.
No town event awaits us. I guess they're not an every week thing. Also noticing, have I never seen that before? It's week 41 of 91. We're in New Game Plus. There is a time limit. I thought the time limit was 99 weeks. I don't know if I was always mistaken about that or if that changed at some point. What? Oh, The town event, I see. Okay, maybe I see. So let's scroll back here a little bit. Town event, Gibea's Moon, idle abominations, gain 1 resolve level. I thought that that was going to apply had there been any idle abominations, but it looks like it was a case of if you don't send your abomination out, he will then gain a level. Well, that is very interesting. All right. Well, we've got our first legendary character. That's actually not super helpful to us, considering it kind of throws off... well, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Like, the goal is to get him to level 6, so he has reached the goal. Big B can just kind of sit this one out for a while, getting everything leveled up, and yeah. All right. Well, that's not so bad. I can deal. I can deal. We did get a Hellion, and considering we just lost a Hellion, I see no reason. Hopefully your unyielding proves useful to you. I see no reason not to recruit her.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
That is our only Hellion now, yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna hold off on getting like a 3rd Jester. Doesn't seem to make a ton of sense to me. So we may just pass on that for now. I have been building up quite a few heirlooms. I should probably consider what to do with those, as well as considering what to do with several of our diseased characters and all of the stress that we've been accumulating over the last couple of weeks. I'll get all that sorted out, and then we will decide where we are headed for the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to subscribe. More content on the channel every day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.